Now, one of the things you'll notice in here is the recipe doesn't call for any oil. And the reason it doesn't call for any oil is because we're basically using an 80-20 ground beef. And there's going to be enough fat in here to help do what we need to do. So I'm not really worried about adding any oil. So I just made a little X cut in the top. We'll go ahead and add that beef into our pan. You'll hear that beautiful sizzle, right? I have it preheating over about medium heat. I didn't want to go too crazy because I didn't want to have spatters and those types of things. So we'll crank this guy up just a little bit. Recipe calls for 1 pound of ground beef. So what we'll do is break this up just a little bit. I want it to kind of render some of that fat out of here. So we'll break it up just a little bit. I'm not going to add the red sauce in here until that beef is pretty well cooked. I wanted to keep some of it in crumbles, not super fine crumbles, but I definitely want to keep some of it in crumbles, thicker crumbles. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's what we've got going on in there, right? So that looks pretty good. It's like meat sauteing, can you hear it? Not too shabby at all. All right, so our beef is cooked. We're good. We've definitely got, that's probably about 90% of the way there. So go ahead and add our marinara sauce. So again, I went with that low sugar, and then add as much or as little as you want. Yes, I know that the recipe does call for the 2 14-ounce cans. This is a 25-ounce jar, 24-ounce jar. So you can add more if you want it to be a little bit thinner, or you can add less if you like a thick meat sauce. So I'm adding a little bit less in here because I want a thick meat sauce. And then be sure to turn it down. That right there. Make sure you can see that. Not too shabby, right?